Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Baited Podcast. I'm your host, Colossal is Crazy, and we're joined here once again by the infamous, the legendary Keemstar.
What is up?
And also the equally legendary Tommy C.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Very special guest for you today. Leafy is here. Warm welcome from me. I'm not sure about the other two, but we're going to try and keep it as civil as possible. I don't know how effective that will be. And Tommy and I are taking a bit of a backseat to it, and we're just going to kind of interject and act as intermediaries to basically Keemstar versus Leafy. So, who would like to take it away?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Go ahead.
Hey, watch your mouth. Hey, watch your mouth. Uploaded a video exposing Leafy for, well, not shouting him out, lying to him, stringing him along, saying that he was going to give him a promotion, but never gave him one. And then he also exposed the fact that Leafy was trying to get other YouTubers to go ahead and, attack H3. And we had H3 on the last podcast responding to that, and he just said, that's typical Leafy pretty much. And of course, Nick dropped a bomb that the real reason why you guys attacked me was a business decision. That's what Nick told me you told him. So my question is Nick lying?
Well, he's definitely not telling the truth, okay? When it comes down to it, Keemstar, if you really think that I made the business decision and whatever the fuck the date was, but a long time after me and you got along for so long and so much shit happened when we did get along, I genuinely think, and I mean this with respect, that is literally, I take that back actually pretty much.
Literally?
Fuck.
Literally.
No, but I don't think it's fucking true whatsoever. It's fucking lies, yeah.
Okay, so why would Nick lie? Why would Nick lie? It doesn't make sense.
Because he was making a video on me.
So when you make videos on people, you just lie about them?
Of course not, but it's one of those things that, why would he lie? I don't fucking know. He was trying to add to his video. I mean, I can't tell you the inner workings of Nick Cash. I mean, I think that it should be pretty fucking obvious, but
why did
if
you
really
apologize
think,
to him?
once again, why did I apologize to him?
Yeah, why did you apologize to him? He's a liar.
I apologized to Nick because I wish I would have offered him more, and I said that in the video. I didn't apologize for him making the video. I didn't apologize for everything, but I did apologize to Nick as well as a few other people for ultimately offering them a little bit lower than what I feel like I should have offered them in the past, right? There was never no scamming shit. It was never like, oh, I'll pay you this amount of money, and I never paid them. I always paid them exactly what they said they were happy with at this point in time. And, I think that I was in the wrong for that. Apologized for that. But, I never said that it was, overall a business decision.
Yeah, well, that's what he says. That's what he says. And no one really believes, Keemstar was talking shit about me to 5 other YouTubers. No one believes that story. Okay. Everyone just thinks you're full of shit.
If you want me to list the reasons on why I made the video about you, I'm more than happy to do that. But I am going to give about 3 different reasons. Is that cool with you?
The real reason why you made the video was for money.
Oh, the real reason why. Oh, of course. Tell me, fucking Keemstar.
Money.
Do you want me to list the reason? Do you want me to list the reasons or not?
Go ahead. See,
okay,
here
let's
we're
see.
going to
Where do we
give
even
you
fucking
a
begin? Okay.
To defend yourself. Go ahead.
One point at a time.
1. Around this point in time, you fucking was freaking the fuck out on Twitter, and all the fucking time you would start shit with countless people. I don't feel like I have to go into the nitty-bitty details of fucking all the shit you did on Twitter, but you were an overall kind of a fucking asshole to everybody, and this is at the same point in time of basically you starting shit with Total Biscuit for the cancer situation, and many other stuff. 2.
Okay, first, okay, we're doing 1 point at a time, so let me respond to that, okay?
Go on.
I didn't start shit with Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit was at a convention, and Total Biscuit said, or at the convention, he was asked, what do you think about Leafy and Pyro? And he talked shit about you, he talked shit about Pyro, and then he brought up me, and he said that if you ever seen pictures of Keemstar and his fans, they're all little, they're all very young, they're not any older than 7 years old, and that's kind of creepy if you think about it. So Total Biscuit was talking shit about you, my friend, talking shit about Pyro, who at this time I was cool with, and talking shit about me, basically calling me a pedo. So what I did is I tweeted out, when a literal cancer patient fucking calls you a pedo. I tweeted out something like that. Was that wrong? Was that too far? Maybe, right? But I'm on a Skype call with you guys. You guys are saying that's wrong, and you're making a big deal about that. So I don't understand how that's a big issue. And also, I've been an asshole on Twitter forever. I was an asshole on Twitter. I was an asshole on Twitter before I became friends with you, and I was friends with you for like 5 months. So all of a sudden, oh, well, you know what? I can't take this anymore. Keemstar's being mean on Twitter. That doesn't make sense.
I'll get into the rest of the stuff. Don't worry. Ultimately, you were being an asshole, and if you don't mind me asking before we even get to the second thing, although you did respond to Total Biscuit's original thing at the convention, why did you even have shit with him to begin with? I mean, the dude literally has like fucking, I know it's literally a funny meme, but he, like, not misuse of the word, actually has fucking like stage 4 cancer, which is pretty much fucking terminal cancer.
What I said to Total Biscuit was wrong, but it was a fucking joke. I was a fan of Total Biscuit, all right? I watched Total Biscuit's videos, all right? He has a very dark sense of humor. In fact, recently Total Biscuit said on Reddit that, you know, he talked to his doctor and his doctor said that he had like cancer or something, but at least he isn't Leafy. So,
see,
you know,
when I heard about this, Keemstar, the difference between me and you, right, is when I heard about this, I didn't choose to say, when a literal cancer patient calls you cancer, LOL, or something like that.
No, but
right?
I think
I didn't make any
exposed you
response.
No, but I think iDubbbz exposed you for making fun of Maddie B's retarded, literal Down syndrome retarded sister. So, I mean, I don't think there's that much of a difference between me and you.
Once again,
you have a very dark sense of humor, and you've said fucking dark jokes before. So if you're gonna be all social justice warrior,
I'm
now,
not being all social justice
the audience
whatsoever.
is just gonna laugh at you.
If you let me do the rest of the fucking points, that'd be fucking terrific, right? Once again, it's not one fucking reason. It's a combination of ultimately 3 things that is pretty much a lot of stuff that's condensed down, right? The second reason, of course, was the false pedophile allegations, or the indirect ones, if you want to go into the nitty-bitty details with Pyrocynical and whatnot, right? Ultimately, you were on stream. You said that there was a girl that was talking from what Pyrocynical's friends have told you. Was that correct, first of all?
Pyrocynical's friends reached out to me. They reached out to me and told me that Pyro was having a relationship with an underage girl. First, they told me the girl was 13. Then they told me 14. Then they told me 15. Or I talked to Pyro. They told me 14. And then when I talked to Pyro, Pyro said the girl was 15. All right. The reason why I brought that up is because Pyro, in my opinion, backstabbed me. All right. And I was bringing up the point that his friends had told me this, and I didn't investigate it, and I didn't report it. That was the whole point of me bringing that up.
Please, can you just admit you were wrong on that one? I get it, you didn't officially call Pyrocynical the paedophile. You were just relaying what his friends had told you, but you brought attention to it, you should have done the research. Can you just apologize for that one?
No, I'm not going to. And this is why, Clown. This is why, Clown. I did not say that he was a pedophile. I explained that his friends had told me this.
Do you think you should have done more research before you mentioned it on a stream?
I don't think he's a pedophile. I never said he was a pedophile.
Then why did you sit there and insinuate that?
Because my point
on top
was,
of that as well,
why
is it now? Why is it now? Fucking, I just felt like addressing the whole thing after he made a video about you. So some stuff is not news until he does it.
My point was this. The reason why I brought it up is because this happened when his friends brought this to me. I reached out to Pyro, and Pyro told me it's not true, and I did not believe it, and I did not research it. However, Pyro didn't give me the same respect. And when he had an issue with not putting allegations and a disclaimer in my video, he made a public video fucking trying to expose me or whatever, all right, for not putting a disclaimer in my videos instead of reaching. Wait, I'm not finished. Let me finish my point.
Sorry, okay.
Let me finish my point, please, because this is important. Pyro did not reach out to me in DMs, did not talk to me, did not give me any suggestion, all right? He literally publicly tried to say that I was doing something wrong. And when I got information that he was doing something wrong, I did not make a video, did not act on it without talking to him first. And when I did talk to him, I just dropped it. So that was the point that I was bringing up. And all of this has been taken out of context. All of it has been taken out of context to make it seem like I'm accusing Pyro of being a fucking pedophile. And the people that took that out of context are Pyrocynical himself by manipulating my stream clip, you, Leafy, and Grade A Under A.
See, the issue that comes with that, Keemstar, is because you're not a commentary fucking channel and you sell your entire channel as the news, that when you come and fucking go on a fucking stream and say something like, yeah, I don't know what to believe, man, like, Judge Pyrocynical, two of his friends came up to me and said that he was talking to some, like, 13-year-old girl. people leave that stream thinking that Pyrocynical is a fucking pedophile. You can't
No,
have like a
no,
news
they
reporter
don't.
just go in there and be like, I don't know, man, fucking maybe he's a fucking pedophile. It's like,
Dude,
you leave
if
there
anyone-
and you
if
think
anyone-
someone's a fucking pedophile.
Anyone that has seen my streams knows that this is not fucking like my streams aren't news. All right, I literally troll people and fuck with
I'm not-
people and raid with people, and I fucking curse and swear and I act like a complete fucking idiot, like I'm 12 years old. I'll admit it. I act immature as fuck on my stream, but it is not drama alert. It is completely different, and nobody
It is an
goes.
indirect allegation.
Keem is
That
absolutely
what it-
right on that one. I mean, just because Drama Alert is news doesn't mean he can express his own opinions.
And
on
I
other
agree with- I'm not
websites.
saying that he can't express-
However, when it comes to Pyrocynical, Keem must have known that by saying that about Pyrocynical on his stream to hundreds and hundreds of people,
Okay,
that
fine.
people were
fine.
going to take away.
Okay,
so
fine.
apologize
fine,
for that one. Then,
fine.
Keem.
Fine. Fine.
Apologize for that one.
Pyrocynical. I am sorry that I brought up this private thing, but it wasn't. Here's the problem I have with Pyrocynical. Pyrocynical did a lot of nasty shit. He lied and manipulated in his fucking video, saying that I was like doxing him and all this other stuff. So I will apologize for that, but I expect a fucking apology for the wrongdoings that motherfucker did to me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Keep going through the
man.
points, though. Go to the
Ultimately,
points one at a time.
The second point. So the first point overall being,
I think you're on the third point.
yeah. I was just trying to rehash the last one. So the last one being ultimately the pedophile allegations that again were indirect, and it was a combination of all these things. But the third point is ultimately what happened after a certain point in time. I think it was after the Nashville trip. Keemstar started getting in a lot of shit with different people. Right at one point in time, me, Grade, Colossal, and myself and Keemstar. We're all on a Skype call, and Colossal we had many Skype calls like this, and we were trying to give Keemstar advice on what to do in a certain situation that he found himself in, right? At this point in time, I basically took off making a video, so I threw the video to the side, decided to not upload that night, and actually decided to help Keem along with Great. I mean, it was
I
a fun
don't
Skype
believe
call
that.
and whatnot. But ultimately,
I
what
don't believe
happened...
that.
When we tried to give you advice, you called us all retards, right? And then fucking left the call, right? This is only
Okay.
one call of many calls. And Colossal, this actually did happen, right?
I can confirm I was in a call
Okay,
with
but
Keemstar.
okay,
I believe that.
okay. I called you a retard. Oh no, are your feelings hurt?
Again,
Dude, you
it's
have
a
a channel
comment-
based. You have a channel
What?
based on fucking saying nasty stuff to people. Like that's your channel is based on that. You were my friend. You guys were my
Keemstar,
friends,
Keemstar,
right?
this is
when
just
I
the
called you a
beginning of it.
retard, it wasn't out of fucking hatred for you. It was that we were disagreeing on what I should do, and I got frustrated, said retard, hung up the call,
Every
and then I
single-
rejoined that call. Then I rejoined that call and said, "I'm sorry, I'm just stressed."
Every single time, not every single time, but a lot of fucking times when me and Gray try to give you advice, you always would just call us retards, leave. You had this
No, that
fucking
is
a
not
lot
true.
of time. You're gonna...
That is not
no,
true.
you don't
that
believe
happened
this.
once. That happened
This
once.
was multiple
Hey,
times.
Leafy,
I remember
Leafy,
the exact call
I
with
can only
Gra-
confirm one time for me in that call.
Leafy,
That was the group
did
one,
you
but
even know
it's-
Keemstar? This happens all the time. We fight like this all the time. I never
It's
think
one
it's
of those-
fucking on the level. Is that worth making a video over?
It's not
tried to
worth
ruin
making
my
a video
career. He tried
whatsoever.
to
Yeah, I mean,
ruin my
really.
If I can
For the
finish,
record, Leafy,
Tommy
as I
just
recall it,
asked me a
Keemstar
question. Can
came
I?
back into the call and apologized, as I recall it.
That was the beginning of a lot of fucking things that kept happening and happening. And if you want to say, oh, this is just a fucking, it's just, he was trying to set it up for a business decision or whatever the fuck. If I wanted to make the business decision to fuck you over, I would have done it a long time ago. Maybe around the point in time where iDubbbz made the video on you. Maybe around the point in time where
No,
you fucking was
Leafy,
shit talking
you
Total
did it at
Biscuit.
the perfect
Or
time. You
around
did
the
it at
point in
the
time,
perfect time.
with the,
time
fucking
that you,
Tony
the
shit.
time that you attacked me was the most perfect time. That's when this thing was building up so big, and you and Grade were both getting shit on Reddit for being friends with me.
No,
hit
we
it
got
at
shit
its
a
peak.
long time.
And the
I-
views, dude, you have over 5 million views on every single one of your Keemstar videos. Why?
5 million views?
You have over 5 million views.
It's the
on
same reason that
every
your
s-
channel. It's the same reason why your channel is popular. People like fucking drama. What was that even supposed to
Dude,
mean? You have
knew-
a fucking lot of views on
you
this
knew,
shit?
You hit those videos right at the height of the Keemstar exposed
No,
fucking
I
meme
did not.
that
the
was going
height,
on.
the height.
You hit it
was
right at the
long
height,
before
and you
this
knew
shit.
by backstabbing me
Long
that you were
before
going
this
to
shit.
get
Long
millions
before
and
this
millions
shit.
of views and,
And it
make
was a
thousands of dollars.
combination.
Leafy, ignore
It was a-
everything
can I-
else
can I
for a
finish
minute.
my
Do you
original
think that,
fucking- go on.
you think you overdid it a bit? Is that fair?
I think I could have made. I think 2 to 3 was the lucky number. I do think that 5 is a little bit too many. I will admit there. And I mean, yeah, I'm in the wrong for that one. But
You told
again,
me
to
once.
back,
You told me once that you made like roughly $2,000 for every million views, right? I've totaled the views up for these videos. All right, you made $50,000 on these fucking Keemstar Exposed videos.
what is that even supposed to mean? You made fucking a lot of money off the fucking YouTube drama shit. You're self-proclaimed
But
millionaire off
difference-
YouTube drama shit.
The difference between
And I don't even
my
know if it's
channel-
$50,000,
my-
by the way,
difference
like-
between my channel and your channel is like what I'm reporting is true. You literally put out
What you're
false
reporting is
information that
true.
you knew was false.
False information, Keemstar. Are you fucking serious? How many times have you fucked up a story
I'm serious. You played you. If I ever fuck up a story, which I have 3 times, all right, I make sure I correct it. I publicly correct it. You put out information.
What are the 3 times, if you
trying
don't
to
mind me
convince
asking?
people? You put out information trying to convince people that I hate my fans and that I hope they get cancer. And that was a skit on a live stream. That was a skit.
I
It
put
was
out
not real.
information. I put out information that if I can go back to my first point, and let me just go back to my first point and finish this fucking list, so we don't have to keep referring back to it, right? But ultimately, after
You're
the
dodging
multiple
that
Skype
one.
calls, okay, do you just want me to answer that one now then, or can I go back to
Yeah,
the
I
list?
want
and
you
then
to
go
answer
back
that one
it?
now because there's a trolling video
Exactly.
from my stream from 2009 where
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I hate my fans. I just do this for money. I hope you get cancer. It's not
Mm-hmm.
real. It's a character that I played on my stream that called Evil Keemstar that I used to do every single night. And you knew this to be the case because we've talked about this. I complained to you about how these Keemstar Exposed videos were out there and how all the information was taken out of context. You knew it wasn't real and you still used it in your video. Why? When you knew that...
Kim, if I really fucking wanted to use that against you, I would have made the fucking point. I never made the point. Should I maybe have given a bunch of context behind it? Sure. And yeah, I should have maybe given a little
why
bit
is
more
it in there?
context.
It's not
but it's one of
real.
those things. It's one of those things that
It's one of those
as
things
I
where you
made
lied to your
as I
audience.
made
It's
a
one of those
fucking
things where you
point in the
lied to your
video.
audience.
My point of the fucking video, I made this point multiple times, is the trolling and the fucking whatever you want to call it, the trolling, the satire. It doesn't justify you making actual fucking racist comments all the fucking time. Now, was this the main reason why I made the video? No.
I didn't make racist comments all
In
the
the
time.
past,
all right?
and you blanket it with fucking, oh, it's satire. I was just
There are
trolling.
two
If
incidents.
I
There are
tried
two
to make a
incidents.
little trolling video where it's like, hey guys, today I'm Leafy is Hitler here, and just start making tons of fucking racist comments.
Okay,
none
Leafy,
of this,
stop
oh,
for a
it's
minute.
just
Stop
satire
for a
would
minute.
fly. It
Stop,
wouldn't fly
stop,
whatsoever, and it
stop,
shouldn't fly with
stop.
you. And it's blatant fucking just hiding
Stop
behind
for a
the
minute.
satire.
Stop for a
defense.
minute. Stop. Listen, this is 2016. We're in 2016, all right?
Mm-hmm.
In 2009, I was in a Halo game, all right? This was a bit. This was a troll. This was a trash-talking battle about race, all right? This is not a real thing. This is a fucking trash talking battle. In a trash talking battle, you say whatever you want to say. Like you go wherever the conversation goes. It's not real. And you played it and tried to convince people that I was a racist.
Then why?
Now,
then why
now,
did
wait,
I
wait,
say?
wait.
Go on.
There's one more instance. There's one more instance that is real. All right. I really did call Alex the N-word and mean it at that moment because I was angry at him. And I regret it. I regret it every fucking day. I see it every day on Twitter. All right. I am friends with black people, and I'm worried that they think I hate them. All right. I'm worried that people will see this and believe that I'm actually racist, and I'm not. And you went on this campaign of a video that's 7 years old and this other fucking trolling video that's not even real that I'll never apologize for because it's not reality. It's a fucking act, all right? You went and took this and tried to convince people that I'm a fucking racist. That's pretty fucked up.
Then
That
why
is
did I make
fucked
the
up.
point? Why did I make the point that Keemstar tries to hide behind satire, fucking trolling, or whatever the fuck you want to
I'm
call
not
it?
hiding.
Why did I
It's
make that?
reality.
Why
He's not
did he
hiding.
make?
He admitted it. He
Not
admitted it.
not hiding,
And
but
it happened
blanketing
years-
it with that shit. Again,
No,
if I
no,
made this
he didn't
shit
blanket
today,
anything. He said he meant it. He just said right now he
no,
meant
I'm not
it.
talking about the
And-
Alex thing. I'm not talking about
and
the
it
Alex thing.
happened
I'm
years
talking about
ago.
the old shit with the trolling shit. And this is just one of the points out of several. But you ultimately do try to hide behind the satire thing. Does that make sense?
Listen to me.
and I know that
Listen
sounds
to
like
me.
Rich coming from me, right?
It
But-
does come
go
red
on.
rich because it
It
happened
seems
years
very
before you met
hypocritical.
him. So
Leafy,
you
years
must have
before
known
I met
about
him.
it.
Leafy, I'm not a person that lies. I'm a very honest person. When I make a
Oh,
mistake,
that-
I'm
oh,
gonna
don't
fucking
even
say,
get started
I'm gonna
on
say
that
that I make
shit.
a mistake. But listen, you're saying that I'm trying to hide from this. I'm not hiding. I'm telling you what the truth is. I'm telling you, this was a troll. This is not reality. This thing with Alex is true. I was mad at him. I wanted to hurt him. He was calling me a dago and a wop over and over in the chat and kicking me off of Battle Cam. And you know what? Your good buddy, Grade A Under A, defended me during that. There's a whole stream. It's a clip out there where he says, I don't care that Keemstar said the N-word. It's on Battle Cam. You expect that.
Well, I'm
But
not going to be
then-
sitting here and argue anyone else's defense. I'm just going to be here
I
talking
understand,
about
but
me and
he
you
just
ultimately.
recently said the reason why he went after me was because I'm a racist. Because
And you
I'm a
just said it
racist.
too. And you just
said it
listed in
too.
one of your lists. So, I mean, you've hit the
It
same
wasn't
points as
necessarily
Grade did.
racism. Again, it was
Let me
one of
ask
those
you a
things
question.
that just
a flat-out
he's
question.
basically using this. Can I fucking finish? Again, when it comes down to it, it's the shield of satireness. And satireness, I don't even think that's a word. It's a shield of satire, right? It's ultimately, I was trolling, I didn't actually mean it. Therefore, I can say whatever the fuck I want, okay?
No,
if
but
anybody
this
fucking
is-
said this shit today, it wouldn't work. But somehow, after just repeating and pounding it in people's brains, it's okay to make racist statements towards other people if it's all a big fucking joke.
It was 2009. It was a different time on YouTube, all right? It was different. When in the trolling scene at that time, you said whatever the fuck you could to win that trash-talking battle. It was nobody took what was said serious. It has only been manipulated in 2016, 7 years later, to be something that it's not. It's presented in 2016 as hate speech, but in 2009, when this took place, this was a trash-talking battle. This was not reality.
As
It
someone
was
in
only-
the,
So
as
hate
someone
speech-
who was in the as someone who was in the trolling community back then, I have to agree with Keemstar. I mean,
And
it wasn't real.
I just
Leaf,
want to
you
ask.
had
No. Of course I knew it was trolling. I mean, we
Can I
talked to,
ask
I
you
even
one-
made the
can I ask
fucking
you
point
one
in
question?
that.
Just
I
one
mean,
question.
So if you knew he's trolling, why would it become a main point in your video?
Leafy,
the point
one
wasn't the
question,
video
one
itself. It was
question.
the point
Do
was
you
the
think that I'm a
shield of
racist?
satire. Do I think
Do
you're
you-
an actual racist? Like you're like in the
Yes.
KKK?
Do you
No,
think
I
I'm
do
a
not believe
racist?
you're in like the fucking KKK or you're
Then
like
why the fuck
hardcore
would
fucking
you
racist.
use this point over and over again and
To
make me
make
seem
the
like a
point
racist?
that you can't just sit there and use, oh, it's just a big joke. It was trolling. It was trolling. It was trolling. You can't always
owe
just
me an
use that
apology.
and just fucking blank everything else.
That's not the question.
And
you
I
asked.
you
will-
owe me an
and I
apology.
will-
You owe me an apology for that.
When it comes to the what's the
Leafy,
one
we
thing?
do it in our own videos as well, to be fair.
We all do. No, everybody does it on fucking. Everybody uses it on YouTube, right? And I wish I would have made this point earlier, to be honest. But everybody uses it on YouTube. The idea of satire, right? But it's like I think there is a certain degree. Clausen, would you not agree with this? Where it just gets like it's a little bit too much to just say, it's just a big fucking joke, right? Now, do I think it should be removed off YouTube? No. Do I think Keemstar should be fucking removed off YouTube? No, not that.
You
fucking
tried
not at
to
all.
remove me.
Yeah,
you
you
literally
did your
tried to
best.
remove me.
You did your best.
I mean,
I mean-
listen. It's one thing to do what you did, which was horrible. You made people. You try to convince people that I hate my fans. You try to convince people that I'm racist. You try to convince people that I'm constantly accusing everyone of being pedos. But on
You
top of
couldn't-
that, you
you-
guys told.
Go on.
Wait. You guys literally told your fans to go subscribe to my competition, Scares. You did try to fucking shut me down.
I don't think I shout out Scares. I'm pretty sure that was Grade. And it's one of those
In
things
your
I'm not going to
video.
get. In
In
my
your
video, I
video.
said go sub to Scares because I'm almost positive I've never said that.
In your video, Grade was in your video saying go sub to Scares.
No, I got to defend Leafy on that one. Grade said it in his own video, but Grade
No,
was in
no,
Leafy's video.
no.
Grade was.
Grade
Grade
was
was in.
yeah.
Grade was
I-
in Leafy's. Grade was in Leafy's video. All right.
Scares
and
is
in
killing it.
Leafy's
No, you're
video,
right, you're
he
right,
said
you're
sub
right.
to
Yeah.
Scares.
That's Tommy. That's exactly what Keemstar said, and it's one of those things that
Okay.
I wasn't the one to say that. And
But you put it in your video. You're
It
responsible.
was in my
for it.
video,
It's
so
your
it's one of those
channel.
things that like, if you want to criticize me on giving promotion to Scares, then it's like, yes, I guess indirectly I did give promotion.
Yeah,
to
but the
Scares,
point
whatever.
is that you tried to destroy them. That's not.
My
not
point
that
is,
weren't
you
giving
guys
promotion.
were trying to literally destroy me. For what? For what? I was
Into
your
my
friend.
last point, after
I was
after
your
multiple
friend.
of these different fucking Skype calls, we then found out around the same point in time. I want to say fucking it was not even more than a week, right? That when you went to another person, what is it? Fucking pitching the idea of the team Rive. You all remember this? Remember this?
Yes.
Pitching the idea of
Yes.
Rive. Then after you pitched this idea to me and Grade said, no, we're good. You then went to multiple other YouTubers and pitched the same exact idea to them. And those people came to us and told us, hey, look, I'm not really involved with this and whatever the fuck. But he was ultimately calling you guys pussies in the Skype call where he was pitching it. He called you guys pussies and retards, and ultimately that you guys didn't know anything about business.
And that's not
Keemstar
true.
did not.
And that is not true. What you're
Will
saying
you
right
admit to
now
the one
is
time where
not
I had the
true.
guy fucking testifying, though?
I'm sorry, I missed the point. The Skype point. What?
Are you not even going to admit to the one where the guy actually testified? Are you really going to say that all these YouTubers just blatantly lied and they're all a part of the fucking Illuminati and they're trying to get me and you to
You're
start
talking
beef?
about Luna?
No,
You're talking
okay,
about Luna?
listen. You publicly told people, you publicly said 5 different YouTubers reached out to you and said Keemstar was talking shit. That is not true, because the only YouTubers that I talked to about the Rive thing was, all right, Luna, Scarce, and Rice Gum. That's it.
But Keemstar, I fucking remember Skype calls of you saying that it's going to be bigger than Optic, quote for quote, and it's going to be like worth fucking, what is it, $40 million? Is 40, 50, something like that? And you were going to multiple different YouTubers.
It was a brilliant plan. It was a brilliant plan because, listen,
that makes
a lot of
no
esports
sense
organizations,
whatsoever.
A lot of esports organizations, all right, they don't have a fan base, all right? They start an esports organization, but they don't have a built-in fan base, all right? If we YouTubers that have popularity, that have influence, all right, start an esports organization. This is actually brilliant, all right? We have a built-in fan base right off the bat, meaning that we can land huge sponsorship deals. Sponsorship deals that me and you wouldn't have access to, because what I said to Alex, on Battlecam, that's not going to get me any sponsorship deal with Coca-Cola. What you said about the autistic guy or Maddie B's little retarded sister, I should have used Down syndrome, wrong term, but you're not going to get a sponsorship of Coca-Cola. It was a brilliant deal to not just help myself out, but to help my friends, all right? And because you were my friend, I gave you the littlest amount of responsibility. All you had to do is put that you were, co-owner of Rive in your fucking Twitter bio. That was it, man.
So
I was
just...
And so you guys were being iffy about it, all right? And I did talk to Rice Gum. I didn't say anything negative about you to Rice Gum. I talked to Scarce. I didn't say anything negative about you to Scarce, all right? And when I was talking to Luna, at this time, you were in, all right? Because you guys were going back and forth nonstop. You guys were in, but Grade was iffy at that moment because Grade was getting hate on Reddit for being friends with me. So he was iffy. He wasn't sure if he wanted to be a part of an organization with me because he might get more hate. So when I'm talking to Luna, I say, I think Leafy's in. Grade, I don't know. He's being a pussy. He's getting a bunch of hate on Reddit. That's not talking shit, bro. And then you bring Luna up, all right? And you don't talk about any of the details. You don't give any context. You bring Luna up on your YouTube channel, and Luna says this, yeah, I'm not friends with Keemstar at all. I don't really know him that much, and I get a call with him, and all of a sudden he's calling Grade a pussy. Well, that doesn't represent what actually happened. That's bullshit.
Well, again, here's my issue with that, all right? My issue is how many people were on the Rive team overall, like actually on the team, because I know there's more than just like 5 potential people. How many people did you get on this team throughout when you were, throughout the whole thing?
There was Big Foltz. There was Uber Danger at one point. Blade, only used me Blade. There was a couple people, but
there was at least, can we say at least 10, right? Can we say at least 10?
Yeah, but none of them were offered what you got offered or what Rice Gum got offered.
Okay,
or
I
what
understand.
Scarce got offered.
I understand that. But it's like, when there's that many people on the team, it's hard for me to believe that, oh yeah, I only asked 3 different people. And I know you're going to say, oh, well, it was at this point in time. But it's hard for me to believe that, okay, you just admitted that you called both of us like pussies in the Skype call with fucking...
I did not call you a pussy. I did not call you a pussy.
I know.
I
I'm not...
that Grade was being a pussy. But that is not talking
okay, you
shit.
admitted
like, what
to...
Are you?
Listen.
Are you a social justice
Can
warrior?
I fucking finish? Can I fucking finish? After you fucking admit to that and then admit to the fact that there was how many members would you say? Can we get a rough estimate?
I don't know. I think it was roughly about 10. That makes sense.
When there's 10 different people, right? And when fucking ultimately 5 around those people come to me, and some of which you just, I'm not even going to say, okay? Some of which you did mention, it's hard for me to believe that you didn't shit talk us. Not only me, but Grade too. Does that make sense?
I didn't shit talk you. And I didn't shit talk you. And what I said about Grade being a pussy, he doesn't know if he wants to join. That's not shit talk. That's not shit talk. Like,
it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe.
What was said about you specifically?
it was ultimately the same exact things that they all brought up: the retards, bad at business, and overall pussy or whatever the fuck, right?
Maybe
because you didn't join the
I
thing.
said something along the lines that you guys don't understand the business opportunity, because there was a great. I know business, all right. This plan, this thing that I was putting together would have been very successful for everyone. It would have been good for everyone, and not only that, it would have provided amazing entertainment for our fans, because we were putting together an esports team that we were going to get behind and get our fans behind and stuff. So it was overall a great project. And as far as
It's not a bad
like
project.
just talking shit about you guys, that's not true. It was frustrating because you guys were going back and forth, but it was never like fuck these guys. It was never like fuck Leafy, he's horrible, or fuck Raid, they're horrible. You were my friends.
Okay, Keem,
you were my
can you-
fucking friends.
Can you not understand from my perspective when you say that over, like when 10 people joined the team and then I was literally at the, I know literally meme, right?
There you go.
I need to stop that. Fuck me, man. But when I was at the meetup, when there was like 10, I mean, I think there was a little bit more than 10. I'm not really sure,
wait,
right?
Leafy, how about
But-
every time you say literal, you have to donate like a certain amount of money? Is $20 okay?
Yeah, but ultimately, when I was at that meetup with the Rive stuff, right? When I see there's more than 10 people, and then some of those people hit me up saying, Keemstar was shit-talking you, etc., and then you admit to the fact that you called Great a pussy in that one call, it's hard for me to see it from... Oh, he wasn't like if he was willing to shit talk you in this call with this guy being more than willing to testify
That's not
and
shit
whatnot.
talk. You're
then,
still calling what I said to
but
Grade shit
it's
talk.
a
That is
minor
not
issue.
shit
It's
talk.
I'm not saying that I made the entire video because you called Great a pussy. That's fucking insane. Okay.
It sounds
and
like it.
is, and it is a combination of different things, as I've said about like fucking 5 times now, right?
Leafy,
but
you're
when you
lying.
admit to that, and you admit to fucking the fact that there's more than like 3 members, it's hard for me to understand it from your perspective of, oh, he was willing just to say this one comment only here and not anywhere else. Everyone else is different. This is a
Leafy,
one-time
maybe-
exception with someone that he's not
Leafy,
even
I can't
friends
remember
with.
every single conversation I had, but if I did say something like along the lines of what I said to Grade, that's not shit talk. You're my friend, dude. You're my friend. And if one of my friends doesn't want to do something and I call my friend a pussy, that's not shit talk. You're my friend. I'm allowed to call you a pussy. You're my
Well,
friend.
it is shit talk, but it's not really on the level.
It is a minor issue, yeah. I agree with Colossal, and it wasn't like the sole reason why I did that, as I've said probably 100
If you
fucking
called,
times now.
if you wanted me to do something with you, let's say you invited me to be a part of some skit on your channel, right? And I
Yeah.
didn't want to do it, and you told someone else, "Oh, Keemstar's being a pussy; he doesn't want to do it." I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be
Again,
upset with you. I'm
again,
not going to
again,
consider that
it's-
shit talk.
I know, but hypothetically, let's say that in the same situation, 5 different YouTubers that you know come to you and say that this person was calling you a fucking retard and pussy
You were
and
my
this other
friend.
shit.
You were my
then
friend. You should have
would you
fucking
not
reached out
believe
to me. This is
I did
bullshit,
reach out to you.
Leafy.
I did reach
were-
out to you multiple times, and we had the same exact issue that we ran into with Colossal that you already admitted
No,
to. You
no,
fucking sat there
no,
and said, "No, that's not
no.
true. No, that's not true. You know what? Fuck you guys. You will never have a fucking spot in the entertainment business or whatever the fuck." I think
What?
it's
He
the
does
Did I
entertainment
that.
say
business.
that? Did I say that?
Leafy,
You
Leafy,
freaked the fuck
Leafy,
out
I
at
mean,
it.
did you
It's
even
barely
know
a-
Leafy? Did you even know him? He goes off like that all the time with me and Colossal. We blow it off. He calls back, and that's enough to destroy the channel. That's enough.
This is
to go
again,
to the
as
level
I've
you
said
guys did.
so many fucking
If you think
times.
about it, right? You're considering it shit talk, right? Maybe it's
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
talk. It's not really on the level. But haven't you done that with other YouTubers yourself? Like take
It's a-
Pyrocynical, for instance, within the DMs with H3 Productions. I'm sure Pyrocynical forgave you at
It-
the
it
time.
wasn't-
He forgives you to this day.
It's
He
the
never made
com-
a video on you about it. I feel like it's barely a point, really.
It's one of those things that it's the combination of everything put together,
I
and the
get
fact
it.
that I tried to reason with Keemstar,
We've kind of
and the
disputed
fact
the
that he
first
pissed
point.
in my face.
This is
If
the third
Pyro-
point. The only good point that I see from my perspective is the Pyrocynical one. Was that enough reason for you to cut ties with Keemstar and make 5 videos on him?
if
I'm beginning
Pyrocynical-
to doubt that, to be honest.
If Pyrocynical came to me, right, and let's say the shit talk got out, or let's say 5 different people hit a Pyrocynical and said that, right? We're in the same exact situation, right?
Sure.
If
5
Pyrocynical
people
came
did
to
not hit you up. 5 people
once,
did not
can I
hit you up. That is a
fucking finish,
lie.
dude? Can I fucking finish? Okay.
Let him finish.
Pyrocynical hits me up, right? And he says, "Hey man, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I don't know what to fucking say. Why did you do this? Or like, did you fucking actually shit talk?" And he just starts, it turns into a big argument, and he ultimately ends it off with "fuck you," you know, and all this other shit, and then leaves the call. And this is multiple times. Then at that point in time, yes, I'm ready to make a video. I'm not gonna make a video on someone that does just okay. He does a few asshole-ish things. Fuck, I'm an asshole myself. I'm not gonna fucking freak out and make a video about that. But when you have all these
Leafy,
things going on at at the same exact. Let me finish my point. When you have all these things going on at the same exact time, and then you try to reason with someone, and then they piss in your fucking face. Yes, that's enough. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you fucking advice.
You didn't try to reason
yes,
with
I
me.
did. I remember the last fucking call that me, you, and Great had. Did we not have a last call?
Yeah,
that
you know what that
ultimately
was? That was an ambush. You guys asked me if I was talking shit, and I told you that I wasn't. And you said, oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then every time I would go to answer, Grade would interrupt. You both attacked me. I was friends with you.
If we were
friends.
going-
Wait, stop. I'm not done.
Go on.
I was friends, and neither one of you gave me a fucking chance to respond. And when I did respond, you didn't believe me, and you just kept attacking me. You guys, before that call even started, you guys both had it set in your mind that you are going to make these Keemstar Exposed videos.
Yeah, and we didn't decide to do it way before in so many other occasions. Of course, Keemstar. But Keemstar, I don't understand the idea that you
I
didn't.
defended you. I had your back. I defended you. I
don't
gave you a platform on
understand.
Drumlord multiple times. I liked all your video. Not every video, but I liked your videos. I tweeted them out. Same with Grade. I pushed you guys, man. When you hit, let me tell you something. When you hit
I pushed you as well.
When you hit 100 million views a month, I was proud like a fucking father. I was so proud of you. All right. I was so proud that you made it that fucking far. I was your friend, and I wanted the goddamn best for you. But you didn't even give me the littlest of trust to when people are coming to you saying Keemstar's talking shit. You didn't come and talk to me about it. You waited. This was like 2 weeks after when you and Grade came to me and said, "I heard you're talking shit about me."
No, it wasn't 2 weeks after. Was
Yeah,
it 2
it
weeks
was.
after?
Can I ask a question?
Can I just get back to my original
Sure,
point?
sure.
And
Go
like,
ahead.
actually
I just want to
respond
answer one question after this.
All right, no worries. The issue is Keemstar is again the combination of things, and you say that I didn't give you you didn't give what was it a chance? I think it was it a chance or a reason? I think it was one of the two. Like you didn't give me a chance to explain myself.
You and Grade didn't give me a chance at all in that conversation. It was just a fucking ambush. It was ridiculous.
We literally fucking called you, and again I need to donate fucking $20. I'll donate to charity, okay? But
how about to Nick?
Donate to fucking whoever the fuck you want, Keemstar. Just whoever you want, man.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna donate it to Colossal, all right? But Keemstar, you said I didn't give you any chance to redeem yourself or explain it. Me and Gray literally fucking... Dude, oh my fucking God, I'm gonna be broke at the end of this fucking podcast. But we called you on Skype. How do you not see that as a chance to redeem... What else can you fucking do?
Listen to me. I can't redeem myself.
We gave you a
I
conversation.
Stop. I can't redeem myself if I didn't do anything wrong in the first place. And I tried to explain to you both in that call, right, before things got fucking blown up, that I didn't talk shit about you, that it wasn't true, all right? And Gray just kept going in. You did this, you did that, you did that. Every time I would go to respond, he would interrupt me. And same thing with you. You were doing the same thing. You guys weren't there. You guys weren't there to get an understanding of what was going on. You were there to attack me. And I admittedly freaked out. I was just like, fuck you. Like, why are you treating me like a fucking baby? Sit down. And then, I don't know, in that conversation right there, I might have called some names, and I remember Grade saying, oh, I said motherfucker. I said, you motherfuckers won't let me talk or something like that. And Grade got all fucking, oh, you're going to call me a motherfucker? You're going to call me a motherfucker? What if I make a video on you? That's how that conversation went. So let's not act like you gave me a chance. Let's not act like either one of you gave me a chance. You guys went in there to literally tell me, all right, that you were going to destroy my channel. And after that
Why
conversation...
do you think we would do that, Keemstar? If we were really going to make the big bag stab move, why the fuck will we talk to you about that shit instead of just making the videos? And why will we make it so late during this point in time when throughout the entire 5 months or whatever the fuck, how long we've been talking, we not only defended you in so many situations, Gray did on a stream, and I made the video.
When did you defend me? When did you
I made the video,
me?
and I was I not neutral in the video? You fucking thanked me for that in your apology video.
Wait, in the Tony video. That was the one time you defended me.
That was the time where you were the top
and then you used that
Reddit.
same fucking argument against me when you made your exposed
The same
video.
argument. What argument?
You defended me on the Tony situation where, we made the mistake on Drumler and we accused the wrong guy. Like it was mistaken identity, all right? And again, all right, that was a mistake. That wasn't on purpose, all right? And you uploaded a video and you said, you know what, Keemstar is trying to do whatever he can to fix this. He made a mistake, right? Then and
I stand by that as well, if you don't mind me.
And then when you made your exposed video on me, you used it against me saying Keemstar's accusing people of being pedophiles. What I
said, can I fucking actually respond to this, okay? My first video, I still stand by that, right? I said in the video, quote for quote, I said Keemstar has done a lot of shit in the past that looks fucking awful, right? But he's trying to make up for it, and you can respect that, you know? Because when you're on YouTube for so fucking long, you're gonna fucking make a mistake, okay? I completely understand that, right? I mean, I'd be a fucking idiot if I didn't understand that, right? But I completely stick by that video. But in the other video that you're saying I tried to use against you, I said Keemstar has a bit of a past, and I said Keemstar is also known for this thing. Should have maybe given, I don't know.
Keemstar is known of falsely accusing people of pedos. That's just what you said over and over and
I
over
said,
again.
Borderline
if you haven't
criminal
known,
shit.
If you haven't known
Borderline
Keemstar,
criminal shit. Accusing
and the
people
other
of
shit
pedos.
was borderline fucking criminal shit.
What was borderline?
What was
criminal?
borderline criminal?
Threatening to dox Colossal, was that not fucking violating some law of some sort?
No,
No,
not
no.
really.
It wasn't
No.
violating a law. Okay.
Okay,
well,
let's-
It might not have
said
been
this
very
is-
nice, but it wasn't
It-
criminal.
okay,
It wasn't
listen.
Not in the United
criminal.
States.
As far
Threatening
as-
to
as-
fucking release information about another fucking person involving where they live
I was
to a
not
fucking
threatening-
audience of
I-
1 million people.
You threaten all he wants.
When I said I
You
was
can write all
going
you
to
want.
dox, when I said I was going to dox Clown, what I meant was I'm going to find out his name and who he is, his identity. Now dox is a blanket term, right? It is, if you say you're going to dox someone or you dox someone, it's not illegal. But if that information it is gathered with the intent to harass someone, then it is illegal. All right. If that information contains private information, such as like a credit card or a social security number, then it is illegal. But
Well, we're getting into semantics.
Yeah, this
And
is
my
laws and
point
shit.
is
specific
fucking
to, no,
shit, dude.
wait. It concerns me. I'll give my fucking answer to it. It's specific to certain states and certain countries and whatever. And as I understand it, here in the UK, doxing is pretty illegal. So whatever, it doesn't
So
matter.
maybe
It's still
I used
fucking-
the
no,
poor term.
wait. Let me finish. It's still fucking wrong. And besides the point, you're weak on this point, Keemstar. Like, because what you did was wrong. You cannot threaten to dox someone and get away with it.
Okay, but
even despite
we
we had this
know-
huge. We had this huge discussion about harassment and stuff like that. Okay, fair enough. I forgave you for it. Whatever. We get on. We're good friends or whatever, etc. But don't consider what you did was right. Don't consider what you did was a good thing because
I'm
it's
not.
not.
I'm not saying that what I did was this great thing, but Clown,
Or
you got to
just.
understand. You got to understand, Clown, that you were attacking me at this time. We've been over this so many times, but
Yeah,
you were
let's
attacking me
skip
at this
it.
time, and somebody told me, and I think it was Leafy actually, that you were going to make a video exposing me to be a pedo. Okay,
He tweeted
So-
that
not
out.
true.
I didn't like. Yeah.
So I responded to you by saying, dude, I'm going to find your identity because that's fucked up accusing me of being a fucking pedophile. That's what I meant by that. So my words when using dox was wrong. I shouldn't have used
Okay.
dox. I should have tweeted at you and I should have said, I'm going to find out who you are so you can't
Of
hide
course.
behind that
Oh no,
mask.
it's water under the bridge, like I said. Don't
But
care.
whatever,
Don't
that
worry
was
about it,
used.
but-
That was used, Clown, and I don't even think Leafy got your permission for it over and over and over again to try to convince
actually, yeah.
people that
I
I'm
did.
fucking doxing everyone.
Can I ask Leafy a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been dying
is
to
this
ask
the?
all this
Oh, this
time.
is the same. Yeah, go ahead.
It's pretty much the same too. No, look, let's assume that everything you're saying Keem did, he did. Let's 100%. Wouldn't the adult thing to do? I mean, grades what 28? You're a 21-year-old man. Why didn't you just walk? What's with the video? I mean, you have a bad business relationship with a bad businessman. Why not just do what normal people do? Walk.
Because it's fucking YouTube.com, and well, that's
All
what
right.
everybody fucking does, and everyone's a little bit immature. Maybe I should have just
no,
walked away, but
views.
yeah.
Say the real reason.
right,
Views.
you answered my question.
Views. Views.
Yeah, or there could be that too. I mean, that's a reasonable assumption, Leafy. If it's
You
just
knew
about
uploading
views.
that
There's
fucking
literally
video on me
no
was gonna
reason,
take
and I need to
off.
pay fucking $20 to Colossal again. But there's no way that I can fucking argue with you what the fucking intentions are that's going on in my fucking mind. There's no way you're gonna believe it. We're just gonna go in fucking circles again. Maybe I should have been more mature and do that. You know, just completely cut ties. But this is fucking YouTube. Everyone's fucking. You can say that argument to a lot of fucking different people. A lot of people don't like each other. People end up making videos on other people. I mean. It pretty much comes down to that, so I just feel
I
like
guess it's,
man,
I guess it's a
but
little
it
bit.
does
I
seem-
think it's
it
a little
seems
bit different
extreme.
when you make fun. It does seem extreme, especially when you make
It's
fun
awful
of
extreme.
them. I mean, yeah.
I did make a
No,
little
you're
bit.
not-
I
you're
will admit. If you let me continue,
Yeah.
I will admit the 5 was a lot. I think I could have really summed them down to 3, right?
But
And
the
I'll
number
admit that.
is
I'll admit that,
inconsequential.
right? But
the number is
But what do you
inconsequential.
mean sum me down? The context of the video was playing a clip of me shoving Blade shoving ice cream in a kid's face, which was a skit. It's not real, and at no point do you say it's real. Like, it's not real.
I made
right?
the point. The troll. We're going in circles, by the way. I don't know if you guys really want to go in circles.
Also,
it's the trolling point that I was using it for, and it's one of those things
it wasn't a troll. It's not a troll.
You were, okay, you weren't trolling when you
it's
smashed
fucking paid
it.
actor.
Okay,
It's a
what?
skit.
It's fake. It's
fucking
it's the
skit.
same fucking thing. The
It's
trolling,
not
whatever
the
the
same
fuck.
thing.
it is.
It
Oh,
is
come
not
on,
the
kind
same
of.
thing.
It's not the same
If it
thing
was
with
in
the
a
real
movie,
thing.
would
If
it be
you
the
let me
same
fucking,
thing?
of course not. But it's like there's only a certain limit before it gets a little bit over fucking hand. And I know the limit, changes with every single person. But it's like that is always your fucking excuse. I was trolling. It was taken out of context. But it's like nobody criticizes you for basically
Hey,
trolling, making racist fucking statements.
You know all the people that died in that Suicide Squad movie. You know all the people in there that
As
they
I
killed
said,
and stuff.
real and
that
fucking
wasn't,
fake
That
is-
that's not a movie. That is not acting. That's not a skit. That's a troll. According to
As I've
Leafy,
s-
that's a troll. That's a fucking troll.
Okay. If you
All the
it's
movies
say-
are trolls.
the troll and the skits, okay, maybe they're different, but it's around the same idea, right? It wasn't real, therefore it's completely justified.
Okay, but
it's like you
just
said some
keep
stuff like
taking-
quote
you
for
kept
quote.
taking stuff that was not
I'm
real
white. I
and
control
tried
the
to
world or
portray it
some
as
shit.
real.
Like
you took every fucking thing that you could find that made me look bad, and that wasn't real, and tried to portray it as real, and that's bullshit, Leafy.
if I
do
tried
you
to-
understand when you uploaded that video? I got comments saying, how could you smash that ice cream in a kid's face? All right, I got comments saying, oh, you just do YouTube for money. I
As
got
I s-
comments saying you're a racist. All this stuff is not real. You put that in your video to make me look as bad as possible. You fucking lied about me in
I didn't
front of
fucking lie
millions
about
of people. Yes,
No,
your
no,
video
I did not
is
fucking
a lie.
lie.
The
No, I did
contents
not
of your video
fucking
is a
lie.
fucking lie.
I did not.
And you're
Okay, you gonna
trying
let me
to
talk
equal
or not,
that to
dude?
me
You
saying that
talk
you're
about me all the
pussy
time on the
when I
fucking
didn't
podcast,
even
and then you
fucking
don't
say
even let
that.
me fucking
I had
talk.
your back so many times.
Let me
you
fucking
literally
talk.
backstab me
Dude,
for fucking
when are you gonna
views
fucking
and
finish?
money to get ahead
Daniel,
on YouTube because being
Daniel,
friends with Keemstar at that time was
Daniel,
a
can I
bad
fucking
business
respond to your
decision.
fucking
so
one of
you
your
made
points?
a good business decision, but in
Can
the
I
end, you
fucking
fucked up.
fi-
You didn't see the long
Can I
run.
fucking
you had
even
no
talk, dude?
idea that I
If
was
you're just
never
gonna fucking talk
fucking
the
give
entire
up,
time, what
that
the
I
fuck
was
is the point of
never
even
gonna
having
fucking
me
drop
on?
this, that I
Sit
was
there
going
and
to
talk about the
continue to
fucking
work
great
my
and Leafy
ass off
podcast
and
Leafy gets
entertain my
on.
fans
Nobody
and build
even
my
fucking lets me
reputation
talk.
back.
All right.
And you had no idea that this shit was finally going to get exposed and people were going to
Dude,
start
when
to
the
see
fuck
you
are you
as
gonna
the
fucking let me
snake
finish?
you are.
When
'Cause what
can you let
did
me
was
fucking finish,
absolutely
dude?
fucking
Holy
disgusting.
shit.
And you owe me an apology and you owe your fucking
God.
viewers an apology for manipulating them and straight out lying to
Can
them
I
and not
fucking
respecting your own goddamn
finish?
viewers.
What the fuck did I lie about, Keemstar? What the fuck did I lie about? Because I can point out a fuck ton of shit that you lied about me about, just right off the top of my head. That you call me a virgin one day, and then the next fucking
obviously
4
a
days
joke.
afterwards,
Oh,
he then says
obviously a
herpes,
joke.
and then the
Obviously a
sub-bodying
joke.
allegations.
Obviously a
I don't
where you
think-
sit there
I
and
think you got
claim
laid,
and sit there and
if it
claim.
helps.
Can I fucking finish? Sit there and claim that I was sub-bodying on this exact
I
date
called
when
you a
I was at
virgin.
like
I
fucking
called you
over a
virgin.
million
I called
subs.
you a virgin, but we literally got you laid at Nashville.
Who's we? You got me late, Keemstar?
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much.
'Cause
me
I
and
recall
Big
you-
Folds,
if
set
you're
the
ta-
whole
credit
thing
for that.
up.
If you're talking about Haley, I recall you actually saying while she was behind you, I want to throat fuck this bitch. And then she heard you and then ran away.
Oh, guys!
And then
guys
after I
never
told
talk
you I
like
got
that.
laid, you
Guys,
got
that's
fucking mad about the whole
Listen,
thing.
listen. That is not what I.
Did I indirectly fucking
I
cup
didn't
killer
say I wanted to
Keemstar?
throat fuck her.
Did I
said
actually
I'm going
fucking
to fuck
literally catch
Haley,
you?
baby, and it was a meme. It was
You
a
said-
meme.
Yeah, you're saying
Listen
memes
to
are real
me,
life
listen
with
to
her
me.
around you.
It was a meme because Haley Baby was the only girl on this trip. So throughout the weekend, well, actually not the weekend because this was the first day. The first day, everyone just kept saying, "I'm gonna fuck Haley Baby." It was a meme. Nobody meant it. No one was serious. Nobody was into Haley Baby. It was a
Did
meme.
anybody fuck her?
And when I got drunk, well, Leafy did.
of course.
But when I got drunk, all right, I was in the lobby like signing
fucking
autographs or
podcast, man.
whatever, and I was feeling good, and I just belted out, "I'm a fuck Haley Baby," and right behind Big Foltz, all of a sudden I see Haley Baby's head pop out, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" She was standing like right there,
Yeah,
but it was a
I
meme. It
remember
wasn't
that shit.
reality.
It was
all right?
it was a meme with a ton of fucking people and with the only girl in the fucking what is it? It's a team, right?
It was a meme between me, Big Folds, Blade, and a couple other people that were there.
I mean, guys
Not
talk
reality.
like that, Leafy. Leafy, I was in the army.
was a
Guys
joke.
talk
I'm not
like
making
that.
the point that he
I mean,
shouldn't
come on.
fucking do
there.
that.
That
Let's
was
be
the
real.
joke.
I'm not making the fucking point that he should have said that. And that's so wrong. I'm making the point that he's fucking. I don't even know what the fuck it was. I just brought it up. You lied about the sub-butting thing and overall fucking that entire fucking shit.
Hey, Leafy, can I ask you something else
I
that has
didn't lie
nothing to do
about
with
the
what we're talking
sub-butting
about?
thing.
It
You
has nothing to
didn't
do with
lie
what
about
we're
the
talking about.
sub-butting thing. Are you
Leafy,
fucking
Leafy.
serious? Me and Colosso sat there and posted all the screenshots and went back to the exact same day.
I never once accused you of sub-botting. All I did
my
is
God.
report the fucking evidence that was put
And
out
then
by
sit there and
ECY.
say at a date and point in
And
time
then,
where
listen,
I had
Leafy-
over a
Leafy-
million subs, I was sub-botting. Of course, Keem.
Let me make this point. Go
Go ahead,
This is
man.
very important, okay? I reported what EC said in his video, all right? And I reported what he said. I didn't claim that you were a sub-botter. And then once it was found out, all right, that could be manipulated, the next day I corrected and reported that it could be manipulated. Now, why can't I get the same thing from you? Why can't you upload a video and say, you know what, Keemstar's not really racist. You know what, Keemstar really does love his fans and likes doing YouTube and likes entertaining
if I can
people.
answer your first thing-
Why can't you say, Keemstar really didn't smash an ice cream in this
Okay,
kid's face? This was a
I
skit.
get your point.
Why
you're going
can't
with,
you
okay?
do that?
I get the point. The issue is though, is you decided in that if you just reported it, I would have no issue with it, okay? But you reported in that video that me and you had a Skype call where I told you I was sub-botting at a point in time where I had like fucking 2 to 3 million subs.
That is not what happened. All right, me and you
That
were
does
in
not
a
happen.
private Skype. Me and you
Oh,
were in a
okay.
private Skype call
Let's
when
hear this
iDubbbz
shit.
uploaded the video about me. All right.
When
iDubbbz uploaded the fucking video about me. I was getting dislikes and I was losing subs within that first hour. And I called you as a friend. What do I do? All right. And you said something along the lines of, "Well, you can bot the likes to make the dislikes not look that bad."
Oh yeah,
That
I
is
just
what you
randomly
to
said
me.
that to Dromler at this point in time. Yeah, just sub
To
all the stuff
Dromler?
back.
To Dromler,
Or
you said it to me.
Keemstar, yeah, whatever the fuck you want to say. Of course,
It was
I
a
fucking
private
said
Skype
that.
call. That's what you said to me.
I don't even know
And
what the
at
fuck
the-
to say with
at
that.
the
That
time-
is so fucking insane. It is unreal. Like
the
we
time,
were just
I thought
randomly
you
in a
were
Skype
joking.
call. Oh yeah, man, this video that he made on me really sucks. Oh well, just fucking bought the likes back. Keemstar, are you fucking serious, dude?
That's
This
what
is
you said.
after
to me.
the iDubbbz
That
video.
is
Let
what
me
you said to
time
me.
out. After the iDubbbz video. No, during the time of iDubbbz, was this not after H3H3? When I got into the
Yes,
beef
it
with
was after the-
H3H3,
yes.
and this was after it, I was fucked with dislikes for like 2 to fucking 3 weeks. If I fucking was fucked with dislikes, why do you think I wouldn't use that whole entire thing during that point in time?
Listen
And then
to
you
me.
kept indirectly
Listen to
retweeting
me.
people that are like, "Oh, look at this point in time, the subs flew the fuck up. What the fuck is this?" When it was
But
obviously the
subs-
Social Blade or whatever
no,
the fuck it
subs-
was.
No, it wasn't a fuck up by Social Blade. All right.
Colosso, did we not prove this fucking shit before?
What Colossal?
I
what
feel
Colossal-
I feel like we kind of did, but
No, it was
already
incorrect.
fucking
It was
proved this
incorrect.
shit. Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. The information that Clem put out was incorrect. And listen, that conversation that I had with you between that iDubbbz situation when the iDubbbz video came out is 100% fucking real. And I thought you
Oh,
were joking
of
at
course,
the time.
100%
That's
real.
100% real. I remember it was like a fucking yesterday. But listen, when that fucking subbotting video came out from EC, all right, there were all these rumors that were subbotting because of the 4,000 subs in a second, right, during the H3 drama, right?
Yep.
When that came out, that made me think because I thought we were friends. I thought I knew you. And here you are fucking backstabbing me, making up lies about me, trying to end my career, telling people to go sub to my competition. You were trying to ruin me, right?
What?
So I thought to myself, well, I remember this conversation with him. I wonder if he wasn't joking. I wonder if he's being serious. And that's exactly what I said in my goddamn video.
Okay.
And then the hackers, and then
on.
Armine fucking hacked your old emails and found that you were signing up to some fucking subbotting websites. How do
Oh,
you
what
explain
was that
one?
website? What was that website? Because I included it in my video, which you obviously didn't fucking watch. What was that website called?
Dude, after you started making all these videos about me, I stopped watching them because I knew they were full of shit. I knew they were full of shit.
All right.
well, you kind of need to do that if you're going to put it on the news, I think. But
Yeah,
Keemstar, do you
don't-
honestly
I
think that Leafy subbotted? Do you honestly?
I don't
think
know. I don't know, but I never
Oh my
accused them of
God,
being a
dude.
sub
Are you fucking
ever.
serious, dude? This is
I
fucking
don't know.
unreal.
I don't know
remember this
because you're a
exact
shady
website that
person.
you were fucking
You
bringing
are a
up
shady
at
person.
this point in time
You're a
on
shady
Twitter.
person.
Hey,
I remember
okay,
that.
leave,
If I
leave.
can fucking finish.
Can I ask you
Go
something
on.
real quick?
Can I just finish? Can I respond?
Sure.
to Keemstar?
But let me get back to you.
No worries. Ultimately, though, when you fucking said that shit, I had to unmute you because I remember everyone was tweeting at me, oh my god, you need to check this out. Keemstar saying that he proved this, and this. I went to this fucking website that you were saying that I was signed up on. I put in your fucking, what it was, I think it was Jade that did it, actually. It was, sorry.
That's a different website.
Don't
That is a
go.
different website.
It was, I think it was Dolan, but you had a fucking account with it too. Just because someone has a fucking account with these people doesn't fucking mean anything. And I don't even
No,
remember the fucking website that
you're
you put
getting
out. It's fucking insane.
Leafy, stop for a minute. You're getting very confused, all right? The first website that EC was talking about could be manipulated, and that's what you're talking about now. What I'm telling you
I
is
know
that
what
when
you're talking about with
Armine
the other one
hacked,
too, because I made.
what I'm
go on.
saying is when Armine hacked into your old emails, they exposed the fact that you had you were signed up to a website that made shorter links, all right? And they showed back in 2014, you made a shorter link to a sub-botting website because it's in your history of that website. They also
Back in
showed,
what date? What date? Time out. Say it again.
I believe
Sorry,
it was
I literally didn't hear this. I'm not.
it was okay. So it was either 2014 or 2015. All right.
Oh no. I have it's dude. I remember the fucking exact email. There's no way that it's around that fucking point in time. If you
All right,
want, I can
let's-
literally
Well,
pause the entire fucking.
I mean,
podcast.
Yeah.
No colossal
Gotcha.
tweet. Fuck me,
Armine
man.
has a whole article out on this or whatever. But regardless, I didn't even
Yeah.
report that information on Drama Alert. I didn't even report it on Drama Alert.
Yeah.
So
Listen, we're getting
I
to
don't
the
know,
end.
and I just
think we.
I think it's absolutely crazy that I report a story where you're alleged of subbotting, right? And I don't accuse you of being subbotting. I'm just doing what Drama Alert does. And then once it's found out that that website can be manipulated, then I correct myself. But you can't find a fucking inch of fucking dignity to correct the lies and the
Correct
and the
what
fucking
lies?
manipulation.
You've been saying lies a lot. What lies exactly?
You said them
I'm
before.
curious.
You ignore them, Leafy.
Well,
You'd ignore.
what
yeah,
lies
one of
in
them.
ex-
I've been saying them.
particular.
And on top of it, you came out and you told people that fucking with this Josh A thing, you told people that I was out doxing Josh A. When that didn't happen at all.
I didn't
and that
say you
Josh
Josh
A was being
I
harassed.
said that you exposed his Skype, right?
And you said that this poor guy's being harassed and all this stuff. Well,
Did you not leak
that
his
was
Skype?
bullshit. That was first of all,
Did you not leak his Skype to 1 million fucking people or whoever the
not to
however
1
the
million
fuck
people
amount?
because 1 million people don't see every fucking tweet I put out.
Okay, the amount
But
of
what
people on
happened-
your fucking Twitter that view your
What
shit.
happened? What happened was this: is Leafy was or Josh A was fanboying you at the time, right? Just like pretty much everyone that's been apologizing to me recently after they realized what a fucking scumbag you are. But Josh A was fucking,
All right.
basically fanboying you, and he was talking shit about me, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Isn't this the guy that I like helped out? Like, because in his early days, I shouted him out, and I came on a music track of his and shouted that out. So I went to the DMs, I saw where he was thanking me, I took a screenshot and I tweeted out. I didn't read the whole thing. It accidentally had this dude's Skype name in it, right? So at that time, a lot of shit was going on, and I admit that I fucked up by releasing his Skype name, but I didn't do it on purpose. When I found out about it, I deleted it. Now, this motherfucker goes on and makes a video, and in his video, he claims, Keemstar purposely put out my Skype, and now my family's being harassed because my Skype contains my real name in it, right? His real fucking legal name is in his Skype, right? So you took that story and you ran with it, and it was bullshit. All right, it was complete bullshit.
It wasn't bullshit because you did leak his Skype.
Stop. Let me finish.
Go on.
You were going on saying that this guy's being fucking harassed because Keemstar released this dude's name. All right, and
He
you
was
didn't
being
even
harassed.
acknowledge that it was a fucking. He wasn't being harassed at all by anyone. All right,
You leaked his Skype out. Yes, he
and
was
then-
being harassed. I've talked
Stop
to this guy
interrupting me, motherfucker. All right.
Okay, go on, and then I'll let you just go on.
It was found out that Josh A's real name is actually the goddamn URL of his YouTube channel. So his whole scheme was a lie. He knew that he would get views because again, anybody making Keemstar Exposed videos at this time was getting views, and that's why you and Gray jumped on it to backstab me. But he knew he would get views, so he fucking made this fucking bullshit story about how I released his fucking legal name when it was the very URL of his channel. And he ended up taking down those videos, and he made a public apology to me. Now let me ask you, how come
He's
you have
got
not
you on that
corrected-
one, Leafy. Like, there's no other way. His username was literally his URL.
But
How
what about
come
the
you
Skype,
have not
though?
corrected
Because the
that
Skype would
story?
not have been
How come you-
public. Can I finish? Or just go on? You had asked a question or something?
His Skype was his legal name. Anybody could have
It
found
was his
it.
actual legal name. Anyone could have found it, but you released that to a bunch of fucking different people. If
By an
Leafy is here,
accident.
It was
was
his
my
URL
fucking...
for his YouTube channel. I mean, I don't
But
think
he's
it matters at this
releasing
point.
it to Keemstar's entire audience. I feel like there's a huge difference between
I don't
someone...
think it really
Fuck's sake.
matters. I mean,
You
it's
don't think it really
literally
matters?
his
I
URL for his
literally
I guess
I
we'll have to
fucking made-
agree to disagree then.
And not
because
only
I
that,
genuinely
Leafy, I
think
made
that...
Leafy stop.
Go on.
I made a fucking Twitter video. I made a Twitter video apologizing to the guy, and I deleted the tweet. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't even know their Skype was in there. I didn't realize. But did you cover the fact that I apologized to the dude?
I think I did. Yeah, I actually did. I'm not even joking. Because I made a few like memes about it, or like made a few comments, but I did have the apology in the video. I'm positive about that.
Oh yeah, and that's when I asked him if he could please take down his video, and he said that no, I need it for rent money and food, and I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you try to manipulate it where Keemstar's trying to bribe this guy to take the video down, which wasn't true either. Josh A lied about that too.
How did Josh A lie about that?
Keemstar did kind of prove that Josh A lied.
Yeah, he did lie.
Because
Hey,
Leafy, let me explain this to you. Let me
I just
explain this to
remember
you.
that I think, from my point of view, if I can finish the first thing to responding to what you fucking originally said, the fact that you released this guy's Skype to however the fuck amount of people that follow your Twitter, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if his Skype name was fucking in the YouTube URL. People didn't know about that YouTube URL otherwise, unless you would have unless you did,
It's his
fucking tweet that shit out.
You know how your YouTube URL is Leafy is here?
Yep.
His YouTube URL is literally like his name.
His name is his name.
Do you
It was
not
his full
understand
name.
this?
I understand that.
It really doesn't matter.
Okay, I guess we'll have to
think
agree to
Clown,
disagree
let me
then.
ask you a question. Have you ever accidentally leaked somebody's Skype or leaked somebody's private something?
I have.
Skype, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
multiple
you know what I
times.
mean? Like I wasn't doxing him. You tried to portray this as I was doxing him, and that was fucked up.
Well, I mean,
It
you
wasn't
already
true.
dodged the smile for YouTube thing, which I don't know. I needed.
That's
I
not
made
true
a full,
either. That is not fucking
You
true.
didn't. There's clips of you saying his fucking address
That is
and
not
saying
true.
his full name.
That is not true either because
there's
this
actual
stop,
clips,
let
though.
me-
I mean, come
there
on,
is
man.
context.
There
There is
is
context
clips.
to it, but
There's
I mean,
fucking
you did dox him.
context.
You doxed him for a reason, but you did dox
and you
him.
gave it out
there's
to your fucking
Oh my
stream.
god! Shut up.
All right, let's hear your response. Go
You-
ahead.
Smile for YouTube literally harassed me, seriously harassed me for months on end. All right. This guy swatted me. All right. This guy DDoSed my streams, and this guy would literally send, I'm not joking, like over 100 fucking donations on my stream and then charge them all back to try to close down my fucking PayPal. All right. He was literally doing illegal things to me and other streamers on Hitbox at the time. Pretty much anyone that I was friends with, he was harassing. And he also swatted Basher's fucking 50 or 60-year-old mom over and over again. He charged back thousands of dollars on Basher, trying to get Basher's PayPal shut down. He was a horrible person harassing online YouTubers. All right.
My point was not that he was a
We
go
stop.
on.
We as a fucking stream, meaning my viewers and me together, were trying to figure out who this was because he was a fucking criminal. And then what happened, all right, during the middle of the Keemstar hate train where anybody could say anything about me, all right, this dude jumped on the opportunity to claim that I was the one swatting him. And you idiots ran with that without researching it at all, without getting any information. Again, you put out misinformation to make me look as bad
don't
as
even
possible.
start with the fucking
You put out
misinformation shit, because
misinformation.
you just said fucking 10 minutes ago that I lied because you said, Leafy, that you were doxxed, that I was doxing people, but I really wasn't doxing people. You just fucking doxed him. I wasn't making the point that whoever the fuck his name is, Smile for whatever the fuck, was a horrible person or he was a good guy. I wasn't saying he was the fucking Pope whatsoever.
you were making
I was
the
saying
point
that you
that
gave
Keemstar
out
is
his
harassing
information
people.
to your fucking
video,
stream,
are
which you just
so full
fucking
of shit.
admitted.
In your video, you say something like, if Keemstar doesn't like you, he's going to fucking harass you. He's going to dox you and get your personal
He
information.
did.
And
You
spread
did
it
not like him,
everywhere.
and you did fucking dox him. Did you not dox him? You can't be
You
serious
didn't
and say
give
that you didn't
any
dox him.
context of what was happening at all. You purposely
Did you
misled,
not fucking
you
dox him?
purposely
Kim, did you
misled
not
your
dox him?
viewers.
Come on, dude. I'm trying to be
You
reasonable with you here.
purposely
I mean,
Did you
misled
not
your
fucking
viewers.
dox him?
You purposely
He said.
misled your viewers.
I know,
He
but
said
you
he
just
doxed
called me
him.
a fucking liar for saying that I said the fucking
Because you
doxing thing. But
purposely
you did
are
dox someone. Did you
misleading
not?
your
Colossal, can you
viewers.
It's
fucking...
not a lie. Leafy didn't lie, but he did leave some stuff out, which would have kind of exonified Keemstar to a certain degree.
Hey, listen, I think we've exhausted this podcast. Everything got done.
Yeah, I'm out of
I got
breath
one-
right now.
I
and
got one
I owe
question.
fucking- go on.
I got one question for you, and I think we should end the podcast, send everybody on their way. Keem has reached out to me. He's touched my life, man. I was unemployed a couple months ago, and if I were to believe everything you're saying, I would almost think that I was in some kind of danger. So far, I've never had a conversation leak. Things are really turning around. I'm having money coming to my YouTube channel. I'm asking you,
Yeah.
Leafy, do I have something to worry about?
Well,
I don't, do I?
it's one of those things that it's a fucking difficult question, right? But it's
I know.
like I don't believe Keemstar is like the evilest person on fucking planet Earth. Okay, I
Well,
said it in one of my
maybe-
videos,
well,
but I
your
even
videos-
said that. Can I finish the? He just asked me a question. I even said that I think Keemstar is entertaining, and I still do. I think Keemstar is entertaining when he fucking puts on the the Leafy cosplay or whatever the fuck, and he's like, "Oh, this fucking grown man right here." I laugh at some of that shit, right? It's the internet, and you can't take things too serious. But has Keemstar done stuff to me that I consider fucked up and things that I consider wrong? Yes. At points in time, do I really think I should have made 5 videos on Keemstar? Nah, I could have probably summed it down a bit, right? But it's
You're
like,
going way off topic. Here's the deal.
how
Is he
is that
gonna
off
screw me
topic?
or
How
not?
is that
You
fucking
did-
off
you did
topic?
shi- you did
He
shitty
just
stuff to
fucking
me.
asked me that.
You
fucking,
did
oh my
shitty stuff
God.
to me. You did really shitty stuff to me, and you did.
Can I
really
just
shitty stuff
fucking
to a lot of
answer?
other
Holy
people.
shit! If you want to respond right afterwards, just let me fucking finish. Tell me I don't think you have something crazy to worry about right now.
Okay, all right.
And that's my answer, right?
All right, brother.
It's whether or not you want to argue, and I know Keemstar's going to immediately interrupt me after fucking this, right? But whether or not you want to argue that, I was in the right for making the videos, or I should have just, left it, cut ties with him, fuck you, Keemstar, I'm out, and then just went on my way. That's up for you to decide, right?
Okay, fair enough.
But it's one of those things that I don't think that, again, Keemstar is some evil fucker. Does that make sense? I think there's very few people
did he
that
deserve?
are.
Did you guys? I mean, I know he misses you. I know he does.
What?
He
was
misses
it
me?
all
What?
You miss him.
No,
you miss him
I don't.
sometimes.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You're
Keemstar's
probably
trying to
not.
pull off the big tough
at
guy
one
thing
point,
right now.
At one point, I wanted to make peace with you, Leafy. At one
I
point, I
I'm
wanted
not
to make
saying
peace
now.
with you. And you're selfish little cunt. You wouldn't fucking do it. And now that you're getting all this shit and all this fucking hate, I bet you want to make peace now
Keem,
too.
if you really
But
thought I
I'm
was
at the
wanting
point-
to make peace
I'm at
with
the
you, do you
point
really
where
think-
I will never, ever, ever make peace with you unless
Oh,
you fucking fix the shit that you fucking did.
Keem, sir,
Because
trust
you
me, I'm not
fucking
gonna-
you purposely put out misinformation to try to ruin my career.
As I said, I see no fucking lies so far with this shit. You said the doxing thing. I said that I showed that fucking you dox people, and it's like the one point with the older streams. It's like I said those in the point of the trolling point and the satire, and all that other stuff. But it's like, will I admit that? Okay, I could have put a little bit more context with that. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But it's like, did I fucking
People are
blatantly
never going
lie?
to forgive you.
No.
It's not just me. It's just people are never going to forgive you, and people are not going to trust you. I mean, I talk to YouTubers all the time that they don't trust
Yeah,
you.
you
after
know
what
everyone
did
in the
to me.
community.
They don't.
Keemstar, I've heard it
Do you
fucking
worry
a
about not
million
being trusted
times.
business wise?
No one trusts you. You're a snake, dude. You're a
Oh,
snake.
no one
I-
trusts me in the
I
community.
wanna-
Keemstar,
do
where
you
are we
worry
gonna go
about
with
that?
this? Worry about what? Say it again, Tommy.
Do you worry
very
about
reasonable.
like people with the thing with Nick and the thing with Keem? Do you worry about maybe future business deals being affected by?
So, like,
I mean,
Yeah, just like with the drama.
yeah,
and
yeah,
what-
just in general, yeah.
I talked to one of my friends about this, right? One of my YouTube friends, and he's involved with like just video games and stuff like that. And it kind of relates back. He's like, does the amount of drama ever worry you in the sense of if you ever try to get a job doing this or like get into fucking TV or some shit, right? If you would be worried that this shit would follow you in the sense of they would be like, what the fuck is this shit, right? But it's like with YouTube, I used to worry about that shit, but it's like you gotta have some fun, man. It's the fucking internet, you gotta sit there,
I mean,
you gotta
yeah,
you gotta go
it's
on a
fun trying
podcast.
to
I mean,
destroy people's
with
careers
with
and
Yeah, I mean,
with
that
this
sounds
fucking
weird, dude.
podcast,
I mean,
man.
I listen to you, Leafy. You sound like a reasonable guy. It's
Yeah.
not what I expected. It just doesn't
What did
seem
you
like
expect,
any
though?
of this was worth it, and it came back to bite you and Great in the end. It's the whole thing's fucking sad to me. It just it seems like
See,
you guys.
I think I was completely justified for making the videos, and
Okay,
again,
if you
because-
stand by that,
Leafy,
Okay.
Leafy,
Of course,
do
fucking-
you admit that you have made mistakes, specifically with the Keemstar
Mistakes?
videos? certain
I think I
scenes.
could have added a little bit more detail to, again, those little clips, but I don't think I necessarily lied. And
a
Keemstar
little
has
bit more
fucking
detail
lied.
that would completely change the whole concept of the clips that
Do
you're
you
showing. That
really
would
think the
completely
entire
change the whole
fucking video
narrative of your
is
fucking video.
one of your
You
stupid fucking
deliberately
trolls? Yeah, I
misled
use the
your
entire
audience,
the entire
lied to
point of the
your
video
audience
is
to make
fucking
them
one little
believe
fucking
something
clip
that
of you
was not
fucking
reality
freaking out
to
at Alex.
put
Of
as
course.
much damage on me and my channel as possible.
Oh my
and
God,
it's fucking
Keemstar.
disgusting. And
Yeah, I made
anybody
the
that
point of the
works
video
with you,
saying the fucking
anyone
Alex
that
point.
works
Yeah,
with you in
of
the future,
course.
just
Of
know
course.
that he will backstab you if he can make
Of
fucking
course.
money from it.
And that's
He
why
will
I stayed your friend
backstab
for
you
fucking
if he can
5
gain from his
months.
fucking-
That's why I
his
stayed your friend
YouTube
for 5
popularity.
months.
He will fucking
5
promise
fucking
you
months,
things he'll never
Keemstar. What
come
the fuck?
forward with. He'll fucking offer you $20
Seriously,
for
what are we
working
even going
all
with
this
this?
work. He's a selfish, greedy little fucker to the point where he even screws over girls, has them going out buying fucking grease trips, and then
What?
fucking scams them and doesn't even go on the
Grease
trip last
trips?
minute. This
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
has fucked over his friends.
Yeah,
This
Keemstar.
dude, Leafy is
That's
here,
why
has
I didn't
fucked
do
over
it
the people
5
that he
months
does business
before.
with.
That's why
This
exactly
dude
I
has
did
fucked
it.
over
And you're not
girls.
even gonna sit
This
there and
guy has
fucking let
fucked
anyone
over
talk
literally
because you
every
sit
single
there in your
person
stupid
that he
fucking
is in
podcast
contact with,
and just
you fucked
fucking
over Clown,
regurgitate
and
your
you
same
fucking
fucking
2
point
hours.
over
Yeah, he
and
did
over
fuck
again.
you over. He made
Let's-
you wait
let's
fucking
end it.
2 hours.
Yeah, I think we're fucking good.
when this
Keemstar
was
doesn't want to
supposed
let
start. It
anyone
never
fucking
started.
talk.
Let's end it. Let's end it. I think we everybody got everything out. Would you agree, Leafy? You got everything out.
I'm good now. I need to get some sleep. It's
Okay.
fucking late.
Well, Keem, I think.
Oh
you
no,
got everything
Keemstar
out.
has not
I think
got
it's time
everything
to end
out.
this.
Holy shit.
right.
I think he quoted at one point in time, I will still be mad at 94 years old.
One final question. Do you think there's even the remote possibility that at some point in the future you two could put this behind you and bury the hatchet?